What's up, Vikings fans? We're going to do a record prediction video now that the schedule has been released for 2022. But if you're fired up for this upcoming season, can't wait for Vikings football to be back, go ahead and like this video. 4 months away from week 1 of the season, just about 4 months away, I should say. So hit that thumbs up icon if you're fired up. And with that being said, let's go ahead and predict every single game on the schedule. You're watching Vikings Now by Chat Sports. Harrison Graham here with today's video. We're going to go through the full 17-game slate and make a prediction for each game. If you missed the schedule release video, should go check it out. But here you go. Quick little recap of what the schedule is, and then we'll go game by game here. Week 1 at home against the Green Bay Packers before a Monday night game in Philadelphia against the Eagles in Week 2. Week 3 back at home against the Lions, and then crossing the pond to face the Saints over in London. A home divisional game against the Bears in Week 5. Down in South Beach for a trip against the Dolphins in Week 6, Week 7 bye week, and then in Week 8, Arizona comes to town as well. Second half of the schedule, Week 9 at the Commanders, Week 10 against the Bills on the road. Week 11, Dallas comes to town. Hopefully the Vikings can avenge that loss from last year. And then a little Thanksgiving game against the New England Patriots in Week 12. Week 13, the Jets come to town. Road game against the Lions in Week 14, and then Week 15 against the Indianapolis Colts at home before Week 16 through 18 against the Giants at home, at Green Bay, at Chicago. So a pair of road divisional games to finish the 2022 slate for the Minnesota Vikings. Before we predict every single game on the schedule, remember this is way too early predictions. Things can change over the next few months. I want to hear from you guys. Predict the Vikings record in 2022 right now. 17-game prediction. Get your records in right now, and then we'll go game by game here on Minnesota Vikings Now. All right, we'll go back to the top. Week 1 against the Green Bay Packers with the Pack coming to town, a big divisional opponent to kick things off. I'm going to go Green Bay winning this one. I think things could take a little bit of time with new head coach Kevin O'Connell. I think this will be a high-scoring game, but I'll lean toward Green Bay in this first matchup. Week 2 against the Philadelphia Eagles, up in Philadelphia, I should say. I think this one could be 50-50. It could go either way. I think the Eagles have had a pretty strong offseason. I'll go Philly winning this one as well. 0-2 start for Minnesota. You'd like to split those first two. Luckily, you come home and you face the Detroit Lions, a team you should be able to handle both times you face them, but especially at home. Vikings get on the board. They start 1-2 after an 0-2 start. Then they go to London to face the New Orleans Saints. 8-9 last year were the Vikings. 9-8 were the Saints. A couple of teams that could be jockeying for playoff spots this year. I think the Vikings pick up a big win here. Minnesota improves to 2-2 on the season. And hey, some tough opponents early. You get 2 out of the first 4. I think you're in an okay spot to really kickstart the season. All right, help us out. We are literally 17 subscribers away as we film this from 4,000 subscribers. The more milestones we're able to hit, the more videos we are able to do for you guys. So help us get there. If you want more Vikings videos, for now, a few videos per week. We'd like to get the daily videos. More subs helps us do that. Breaking news coverage, interactive YouTube channel. We do some mailbags from time to time with you guys as well. More subscribers, more videos. Very simple system here at Chat Sports. Best part about it, it's 100% free. So go ahead and subscribe right now. All right, we'll go weeks 5 through 8 here. The Week 7 bye, of course, sandwiched in between. Big divisional game in Week 5. I think the Vikings keep it going against the Bears at home. Got to hold home field in the division when you can. Vikings improved to 3-2 with a win over Chicago. Then you go down to South Beach. This feels like another one of those 50-50 type games. The Dolphins have made a lot of moves this offseason. If Tua plays at a respectable level, they're going to be tough to beat. I'll lean Miami here. Vikings drop one after 3 straight wins. They now sit at 3-3 through 6 games on the season. Then the Cardinals come to town. Kyler Murray and the boys in Week 8, of course, after that Week 7 bye. coming home for Minnesota. He'd like to win this one. I'm going to go Arizona, mostly because the Cardinals typically play really well in the first half of the season, not so well in the second half. So I'll lean Arizona for that reason. Minnesota falls to 3-4. A lot of 50-50 type of games on the schedule. This would be one you would certainly like to get on the day before Halloween. Now, which team in the NFC North do you guys hate the most? If you think it's the Packers, type GB. If you can't stand the Bears, type CHI. What about the Lions? If you think it's Detroit, type DET. I want to know from you guys down in the comments, which team do you hate the most? All right, second half of the schedule, Week 9 at the Washington Commanders. You got to win some road games. This feels like a very winnable one. Carson Wentz did not finish last season strong. I think this is a game you got to win. Kirk Cousins homecoming back in D.C. Minnesota wins it to improve to 4-4, and about halfway through the season, you still have everything in front of you if you are the Vikings. That being said, you got maybe your toughest game on the schedule the next week at Buffalo in Week 10. I think Josh Allen and the Bills are going to win 12, 13, 14, maybe more games this year. They're going to be tough. Vikings lose this one. They fall to 4-5. All right, we mentioned at the top of the video, Dallas comes back to Minnesota this year. Remember, the Vikings had that embarrassing loss to Cooper Rush and the boys. I think they avenge it this year. Give me Minnesota. They win this one at home to improve to 5-5, 10 games into this season. Week 12, the Patriots come calling up in Minnesota. This is another 50-50 type game. This is a Thanksgiving game. I think the Vikings lose it because that's going to be a primetime matchup. They fall to 5-6 on the season. Primetime Kirk going to have to play better here in 2022. Now, what is your most hyped matchup on the schedule this season? Is it one of the divisional games? Is it the Cowboys game? Is it, the Bills? That's going to be a big one as well. I want to hear from you guys. If you had to pick one game you would go to, which one would it be this year? Week 13 through 15 here. Jets at home. Got to win it. I mean, it's an absolute must-win. When this schedule came out and I saw the Jets in Week 13, I was like, you got to win that game. So I think Minnesota gets it. They improve to 6-6 heading into Week 14. That game, of course, up in Detroit against the Detroit Lions, who are slowly improving. I don't think they're there yet, though. You need to sweep them this year. I think Vikings win this one as well. They improve to 7-6 on the season, starting to trend toward a potential playoff spot. Week 15, Indianapolis comes to town as Matt Ryan will duel off with Kirk Cousins up in Minneapolis. I think the Vikings win this one. I think there's some Colts hype that I'm not sure is valid that is starting to take off this preseason, or really this offseason, I should say. Vikings improve to 8-6 with their third straight win. Are you going to a Vikings game this year? Home or away? I want to know. Type Y for yes, type in for no. Want to know how many of you Vikings fans are going to show out on Sundays at the stadium. Well, let's hear it. Y for yes, in for no. All right, 3 more games to go as the Vikings sit at 8-6, home against the Giants again. I kind of view this as the Jets game. They're at home. It's a lowly team trying to rebuild. Give me the Vikings. Got to win this one. They improve to 9-6 on the season. And then you've got those 2 road divisional games at Green Bay, at Chicago, New Year's Day against the Packers. I just think that's going to be tough up in Lambeau. 9-7 as the Vikings drop this one. And then this game could, it could be win, advance to the playoffs, lose, and go home in Chicago, Soldier Field. Vikings going to have to prove that they can win these big-time games. Give me Chicago to split with Minnesota. Each home team wins one. Vikings end up 9-8, which could get you into playoffs, but it could leave you on the outside looking in. If you win 9-10 games in O'Connell's first year, I think that'd be pretty respectable for Minnesota. We'll see how it all ends up playing out. So there you go. This is way too early prediction. So if you're ripping me in the comments, that's fine, but it's the middle of May. A lot of things are going to change between now and September. I want to hear your predictions down in the comments for the Vikings record in 2022. Like I said, 9-8, my 4 month before the season actually starts prediction. I feel like the Vikings' floor is about 6 or 7 wins, and their ceiling's probably 11 or 12. They got a lot of talent. Comes down to, can Kirk Cousins and these boys close games? They could not win a lot of them last year. Got to win those tight ones because, as you guys know, in the NFL, most games are very, very close. So 9-8, my way too early prediction. Remember, get your record prediction down in the comments. We'll see you soon here on Vikings Now.